Hello, and welcome to Tactical Breach Wizards. This is the latest game from Tom Francis and team, who made Gunpoint, which I have played, and Heat Signature, which I have not. This is a turn-based strategic XCOM-like thing about Tactical Breach Wizards, as the title implies. New game, I guess. We'll go with standard. I had a quick look at the options in the menu. Standard sounds good. Settings. WizTac, this is Mage Actual. We're in position. Suppression Hex is online. Trauma Control Charms up. Breach Glyphs are hot. Alright, Zan, what's Foresight telling you? I'm seeing 3 Sprig Acolytes, softwood silenced Mac 10s. Want me to leave you one? If you're losing your touch, sure, I'll pick up the slack. Right, let's do this. Left you an easy one, Zan. Wow, patronizing. Right, what have we got here? Select 3 bolt burst ability, then issue order on enemy to shoot them. We can move. Costs 1 action. It's going to be used once per turn. Something or other. Move once per turn doesn't cost an action. This costs 1 action. We have 1 action. Fire a burst of 3 arcane bolts, 1 damage, 1 knockback. If they hit a wall, remaining knockback is taken as damage. Knockback ignores armor. Select issue order. Easy enough. Make your way to the laptop. If you can't reach it this turn, go as far as you can, and then end turn. Well, I can make it all the way there. Use Find Laptop. There it is. What are we doing here, Liv? I got us raiding a Druid Mafia smuggling ship. How is this a military op? You know, I don't ask those kinds of questions, Zan. And you know, I sleep better than you. You don't care who we're extracting? Adult male. What do you want, his dating profile? You can ask him if he likes long walks on the beach after we stopped the scrub mob flaying him with a barrel cactus. You're good with using force in Miladian waters? Go and click and queen like I taught you and they'll never know who hit them. I feel like that didn't address the substance of my question, but I guess it's not the time. Guess we're not finding out in the corridor. Right, so what's behind door number 2? 4 hostiles, more Sprigs and an Eldish Scrub Lord. You good for 3? I'm good for 4, but I'll let you feel useful. That was only 2. I'm letting you blossom. Sure. Move here. Shoot the enemy you can't take cover from. He's about to go out the door. Out you go. Door, window, same thing. It's a window that acts like a door. They can go through it. Take cover. And then end turn to commit everything you've done and proceeded. Double click the end turn button in the bottom right. Can't rewind after clicking this. Knock all enemies out, use the laptop to open the door. I can do that first. 1 mana gained. We have 2 now. Hold to view perks. There aren't any. Fantastic. I think it doesn't really matter where I move particularly. I can move here. That'll do just fine. Alright, what's next? 2 Sprigs and a Great Oak in a ghillie suit. The Great Oak is wearing a ghillie suit? It is, yeah. Isn't it already a tree? Look, I just say what I see. Let's get in there and kill it. Breach! Hello there. Action phase. Your turn moves and shoots can freely rewind. For C phase, enemies attack if none have valid plans, skip. Can't take further actions but can still rewind. Enemy turn, enemies move and make new plans, but do not attack yet. Track shot fires in the outcome phase. 2 health, 2 damage, targets nearest hostile. And we'll shoot them in the outcome phase. I see. Well, I think I can just straight up move and shoot again. Or sure, I can use the laptop first. It matters not. Out the window you go. Hello there. 1 damage, knocked him back. Can't take him. Can you dodge this? You're the one with foresight, you tell me. That's gonna be a no. Rewind back. And back. Move close enough so he targets me instead. Alright, I'll take the hit, but you owe me a mending vial after this. Full C costs 1 action, apparently. I get a hit, but the enemy is gone. Sure. 1 action unused. That's fine. We're already done because I already used the laptop. Alright, Intel said this is where they're holding the asset. You see him? Yeah, they've got him bound and gagged. I don't like this. I bet he's not a fan either. Want to actually extract him, or should we sit around wringing our hands about it for another 5 years? Sorry if I wasted 2 seconds foreseeing 80 different ways this hostage extraction could end with one or all of us dead. Well, if any of your melodramatic fantasies come true, you know your orders. The asset is the priority. If you have to blink him out of here yourself, you do it. Liv, did you just admit you could fail? Are you okay? I'm just indulging your insecurities, Zan. Stop clutching your crystals. You gotta breach this year. What the hell? That'll work. Maybe. But then the hostage dies. No I did not. In fact. Can't save them both. Hostage is safe, end your turn. Well. Maybe they're not so safe. Move next to the hostage and blink to extract. Move. Let's go to WizTac, requesting immediate blink out. I have the asset, but something got Kennedy. I've been tutorialed. Now-ish. Awfully specific. So, let me get this straight. A notorious Druid Mafia enforcer gets shot by a doctor, and the first person on the scene just happens to be the meddling witch every cop loves to hate. Jen Killen, PI. Being near to locations is my passion. What's it going to take to stop you inserting yourself into every missing person's case we investigate? I mean, you could try finding the people. Well, I'm sorry if solid police work sometimes takes a little longer than your witch's tricks, but we have procedures for a reason. Doesn't seem like every case gets the same procedures, though, does it? We're not getting into the Sigler case again, Kellen. We've said it all before. We really have. Alright, so you hear a shot, you bust in with those breaching glyphs, and you find Wexler already dead. Describe the shooter. White-haired woman, good-looking, smartly dressed except for the surgical gloves. And a gun. No, she'd put the gun down. And you went for it, even with all your spells and trinkets. It was more about her not getting the gun. And what happened? I got to it first. She seemed to reevaluate her situation at that point. She ran, and then you guys showed up with the traffic warlock. He sighs. And what's your problem with Sergeant Clark? He made me kneel, though I'd already dropped the gun. He picked it up without gloves. He tracked mud all over the scene, and he put a 2-week status curse on my car. It's gonna cost me more to get that disenchanted than I got paid for this whole job. Lucky for you, we're backed up, and it's not worth time to prosecute you for any of this. Prosecute me? But next time you call us, stay put, stay out, and leave your wand at home. Can you unhex my car, please? I'm not insured for temporal curses. You'll have to take that up with Craft and Arcana Control. Did you get her? We have something matching that description in custody. Someone matching that description in custody, yes. Can I talk to her? Can you talk to the prime subject in a murder investigation? No, Kellen, you can't. You're a PI, a provisional PI. Get out of here. Fine. You're welcome, by the way. Unbelievable. Hey, did you know your station is on fire? What? You're too late to stop me. I have no idea who you are. Oh. You're not Zanveska, Navy Seer? No. My name's Jen. Is Zan here? Don't think so. I haven't seen him in years. Ah. Well, prepare to burn. Oh, no thanks. Defenestrate verb. Throw out of a window. I can certainly do that. Burst of electrical energy that pushes the enemy but does no damage. 2 knockback. Move. Defenestrate. Defenestration complete. Zan? I was just talking about you. Jen? What are you doing here? Solving a murder? How about you? Being arrested for... remind me? It's a list at this point. They think I'm part of the team raiding this station. I served with Zan guys, they'll vouch for him. No one cares. You remember what it means if I give the signal right? 1 second on the clock, I remember. That's enough. On your knees. Now. Save Zan this turn. We have chain bolts. Chain a bolt through multiple targets, knocking each in a different direction. Target in the order you want to hit them. Or follow the path shown, knocking each target back in the direction it hits them. This sounds good. Dealt with. Whew, thanks. Sorry it came to that. One of those guys kinda had it coming. And the others? Didn't know them, but they'll be fine. I cast slow fall wards on the windows. Can I swap? I can. Laptop, please. So far, so tutorial-esque. So, how have you been? Not bad in any ways we have time to get into. How about you? What have you been up to? The team casting its way through this station right now is led by my former CO, Liv Kennedy. She might be the most dangerous person on the planet. I think she's trying to start a war, and it might be my fault. So, stopping that. I have some follow-ups, but I guess we should hustle. These guys didn't like me much before I defenestrated 2 of their colleagues, so we should probably get out of this building in the next 4 minutes if we don't want to stay here for 25 to life. What are we gonna see when we open this? 1 cop, body armor, nightstick. Enforcer, they're tough. I'd suggest we try and put them through a window. That appears to be the standard tactic. You can't throw all of life's problems through windows, Jen. Really? How hard are you throwing? Sounds like you want to demonstrate. I'll have to come at him from the side to set you up. Take him when you have the shot. Ready? Breach! Reposition wizards at the start of a level. Use redeployability to move Zan to the breach position of the other door. Blast door open and step into the doorway. 1 damage, 2 knockback. That sounds good. Has 1 armor though, so they didn't actually do anything. Okay. What's with all the red? Riot stick. 3 damage. Plants a path to bludgeon the nearest hostile, will move and strike in the 4C range. If 4C phase if someone is in range, if not, won't move till their turn. And out you go. How very efficient. Alright, so what does your former CO have against the Rushwater PD? I don't know. What's her overall objective? I don't know. Who's she working for? Reactor. Great. And what's their objective? I don't know. How about that fire guy I ran into earlier? He asked after you, by the way. Oh, really? That's nice. No, I don't know who that is. Right. Maybe we'll stick to Liv. And how long have you been on this investigation? 3 months. Zan. I'm a clairvoyant with an assault staff. I've never had to solve mysteries before. You need someone with investigative skills. Someone whose career is in a temporary dry spell despite her obvious talent. Hey, I'm hiring if you're interested. What does it pay? Nothing. I'm broke. That's actually very competitive with what I'm earning right now. I'll take a look at your files. Files. Right. Zan. I'll make some. Never mind. What's up next? Another enforcer and bad news and no windows. Well, that rules out every strategy I know. See, it's not a comprehensive life plan. Don't worry, I've got this. I can set up a shot that'll knock him flat if he comes my way. Why don't you just use that all the time? It's a time thing. You've got to set it up in empty space and hope they walk into it. Why? It's an amethyst-jacketed time crystal. It exists in all places along its trajectory simultaneously. So when you touch it, it's like getting shot in the past, present, future, and a fourth time phase mortals can't perceive. And that makes you fall down. That did sound cool, and that didn't meaningfully explain anything. Breach? Breach! Predictive bolt. Aim a powerful trap for an enemy to walk into. Aim in a direction with no enemy ahead to prepare a shot in the future. You'll fire the first enemy to cross that line. Can't aim at where an enemy already is, because that's not really predictive. It's an Overwatch attack, like it says. 4 damage. So... if I walk over there... I move there and predict there. And with any luck, that happens. Heads up, reinforcements. We should put a ward on that door. Seal reinforcement doors, 1 left. Free action. Still sounds perfectly fine. Door sealed. And that gives me a mana as well, so that's excellent. Definitely want to do that whenever possible. And get predicted again. Efficient. What's the plan this time? I don't know. Improvise. Inspiring. Right. Things appear to have opened up a little. What have we got in here? Tracker. Enforcer. And Sharpshooter. Instantly shoots the first person to cross their line of fire. Breach. Let's see. What appears to be the plan? Let's move here. Use a laptop. Give that a shot. Then from here, breach. I don't really want to walk in through this door, so let's just do that. Seems fine. This isn't going to be a one-turner. Maybe if I chain bolt. Yeah, that looks better. Grab you, breach in, predict that. One turn. Alright, this is it. The way out. It's on the way to the way out. Wait, so you haven't been leading us out of here this whole time? You haven't been following me, have you? I don't know where I'm going. I've been leading us to the one little thing I need to do before we can leave. No, we're in a police station where both of us are resisting arrest while it's simultaneously being raided by a team of Black Ops wizards, one of whom can transcend time. I didn't know about the transcend time thing, but the rest of that was on my radar, yep. So where are we headed? This office leads to the holding cells. There's someone there I need to talk to. You're working a case? Now? Can we just do this? Alright, but it's a mess in there. You ready? I wasn't born ready, but in the 35 years since I have become, among other things, ready. Breach. Breach! Right. Lots of threats here. Possibly what I want to do is run in. Kind of hoping I could chain further, but apparently not. Tracking. Right, and there's a door over there. This definitely isn't one-turnable. Two more. Where are you going to go? Can't reach me. I have no mana left. Whatever, that works fine. I think you're probably gonna come around there. Indeed you are. Okay, so from this angle... use laptop. Don't think there's much I can do with you, unfortunately. Rewind that. I can knock you back, but none of that's gonna work. Tell you what I can do. Goodbye. Sealed door. Done. There's probably a way to two-turn that. Hey, me again. Don't know if you heard, this station is currently being raided by a Spec Ops team, one of whom can transcend time. Right, and much of it is on fire. If you tell me why you shot Wexler, I can get you out of here before even more of it is on fire. How? Well, obviously I'd go through the appropriate legal channels, but with the right lawyer, it could be under 6 months. And if I don't satisfy your curiosity, you'll leave me here to die. Classy. So much for that dialogue option. The hell just happened? I think you just met Liv Kennedy. I didn't love it. Time to leave. Yeah, this probably has some long-term consequences. Okay, I'm a lot more interested in your case now. Who is Banks, and why did the best Spec Ops team on the planet just assault a police station to abduct her? Yes, Sir Banks. I caught a glimpse of her police file. They have her pegged as a mob doc for the Druid Mafia. When I found her, she just shot her patient in the head with a .45. If she's not mob, she definitely missed a pivotal day in med school. So why would Liv Kennedy want her? Was she an especially good doctor? I guess it's possible she's a great doctor, and shooting a patient in the head before surgery was just a kind of power move. Your turn. Who is Liv Kennedy? She was my commander in the Navy Special Forces. She's a chronomancer, can move on a different timescale to the rest of us. You're dead before you know she's coming for you. Yeah, I got a taste of that. I stayed with her for 5 years on some nightmare situations, and I think Liv may be the most dangerous single combatant on this planet. Everyone who saw her work said it sooner or later. I'm glad she's on our side. Well, now she's not. Now she works for a reactor. Reactor are private military, right? Who's hiring them this time? Private but huge, the 9th strongest military in the world, last I heard. If you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said they're the DSR military by another name. But if they're sending Liv Kennedy to kill cops on DSR soil, something massive has changed, and I have no idea why. If she's gone off book, all we're looking at is a god-tier operative becoming a serial killer with an unknown agenda. And if not? If today was a reactor-authorized op, this could light the fuse for World War V. The whole geopolitical landscape of the Southern Hemisphere is going to lurch in ways I can't even predict. And I'm a seer. What's the story with you and Liv? We ran an extraction on a Druid Mafia smuggling ship back in '89. She got snared just as they were about to execute the hostage. I had to choose. I chose the hostage. For years I thought I'd got her killed, then 6 months ago she resurfaces, pulling brutal heists for a PMC. I don't know what she's trying to achieve, but I know I failed her back in '89. If there's some way I can talk her down from this, I have to try. Okay, we do need to make some files. I have a map. We can work with that. Ooh, XP. Spend perk points. Level 0, Navy Seer. Level 1, I assume. Chin-killing freelance witch. Two knockback if used at point-blank range. That goes up to 4 knockback. That sounds pretty good. Or chain bolt 1 additional target. Or +2 knockback to the final target. all of these seem pretty good. Improving the one that doesn't use mana might be the best option, though. Let's go with that. Outfits. Play at odd levels with new perks to get confidence goals you missed. Confidence 0. Green. Snowy. Also green. Well, can't do anything with that yet. Replay previous levels with new perks, choosing your team freely, including wizards you didn't have at the time. Gain confidence points for any goals you missed before. Apart from that one. That just sends me straight in, does it? Didn't actually want to do that. I wondered what would happen. Well, let's just move on. This is your safe house? It's cute. Nice picture. Well, it's Mima's place. She's at bingo. Alright, well, here's what we need. Your map, a printer, some thumbtacks, and like 40 meters of red string. She might actually be the only person I know who has that combination of items lying around. I like her already. Let's get to it. So, how does this work? You drag string between us to prove we're friends? String. Team of Special Forces Wizards, led by Liv Kennedy, breached the Rushwater Police Department, killing 14 and busting out a prisoner. Dessa Banks. Zan arrived hot on their tail, arguably too hot. The cops assumed he was part of it. I heroically rescued him. Too much? We got out alive, but we're not popular in the DSR now. It was Kennedy's new team that hit the Rushwater station. Led a strike on. Dessa Banks. Mob doctor, we're not sure. Walked in on Banks right after she shot the monster I was trafficking, Jiren Wexler. According to her files, he used to be a surgeon at Rushwater General that dropped off the grid a year ago and is now a mob doc for the Druid Mafia. If Kennedy has abducted her at massive risk, and we're all left panicking about what she knows about Banks that we don't. The one they broke out of jail, but why? Hey, that all makes sense to me. No rush if you want to rearrange or go over the details, though. Reactor. One of the biggest and by far the most effective private military outfit in the world. For years, Reactor has done the DSR's dirty work, but now they've hit a police station on Rushwater soil, they've bitten the hand that feeds them and swallowed it whole. All bets are off. Liv Kennedy. Likes acting quickly, acting decisively, acting like a prick. Dislikes weaknesses, slowness, stourness. Town in Norland. Hobbies dodgeball, don't play her at this. Bloody knuckles, don't play her at that. And 100-meter sprint, don't race her at this. Liv was the DSR Navy's star covert operative. She's able to move on a different timescale to the rest of us, rendering her actions effectively instantaneous. Vanished on her last official op with Zan and disappeared for 2 years. Now she's back with a team of Special Forces wizards, cutting a bloody path through the powder keg of southeastern geopolitics like a bull in a house of cards. Zan. Likes naval history. Maz spiced apricots, friends succeeding, and assault staves. Dislikes memory tests, decisions, dairy, being asked about his dislikes. Hobbies, providing emotional support, providing fire support, and backgammon. Zan is an extremely old, retired Special Forces operative who can see the future. Actually, he can only see 1 second into the future, but in Breach and Clear operation, that's a big deal. Zan used to serve under Liv Kennedy in the DSR Navy until she was lost in action. Now that she's back with a violent unknown agenda, Zan worries he might be the only one who knows how dangerous she is or how to counteract her power. He's probably overblowing it, though. Jen Cullen likes complicated cases, good filing systems, skulls of every kind, and my cat Daryl, not mutual. Dislikes Steve Clark, traffic warlock, the Rushwater police, loose ends. Hobbies, scrying, crying, interrogating Daryl when he does a crime. Ugh, I hate writing bios. I'm a Storm Witch, a private investigator, and legal guardian to one emotionally distant cat. For the last 3 years I've been finding missing people the cops couldn't or wouldn't, but it doesn't pay well and work is drying up in... Oh, these notes are smaller than I realised. Zan's things sound serious and I think I can help, so off I go. Fair enough. Moving on. Okay, so we have no idea why Liv took Banks. At this point I'll settle for where she took Banks. Oh, I can answer that. Seriously? Give me 6 newt bones and a vial of her blood, and I can scry her location to within 3 meters. Okay, newt bones sound doable. Yeah, I've got an arrangement with the pet shop downtown. But how do we get hold of her blood? The cops would have taken it when they booked her. Put up a standard DNA log. It'll be at the evidence lockup in Stonecliff. And is that guarded? Heavily. But I know of a guy there who owes me. I helped him find his shrink last June. As long as they haven't heard about the situation at Rushwater yet, I bet I can just ask him. Jen, I think they heard about the Rushwater thing. Now they get efficient? Confidence goals! Optional extra goals to boost a wizard's confidence. As in life, confidence is only needed to wear more daring outfits. Try for them but don't stress, you can always come back to them later with any new perks you've unlocked. They vary each level. Finish with all team members at full health. Defenestrate 2 hostiles with Gale Grenade. 1 use per encounter. 1 knockback. Knocks back all adjacent targets. 1 use per battle. This all seems perfectly doable. Okay, so can I, for example, run round... Goodbye. There's 1. And it was a free action, so I still have 1 more. Can only hit 2 targets. Sure. Why not? Down you go. We're both nice and safe in cover over here. That looks like a grenade. Explodes in the outcome phase, damaging and knocking targets away from the blast. 2 damage, 1 knockback. 2 trackers. Okay, and I gotta get over to that door. Grab intel. Run over there. I can wipe you out in one shot by pushing you through the door. Or just doing that, sure. I did a bit of chaining as well. I'm not even sure what happened there, but it worked out well. And then you... Just do that, I think. Plop. Okay. If I move through, I can. Through, seal door. Can't do too much there, though, is the problem with that. Take you down first. Move. Steel door. Get out of range. Shove you into the wall. Need 1 extra turn, unfortunately. No health loss yet, and we have our 1 grenade. Alright, what are we looking for? A blue folder. Blood's in a blue folder? No, but a file will tell us where they're storing it. Okay, so just grab every blue file I see. Yep. Unless your time brain lets you read them instantly or something. I can do 1 second of reading 1 second sooner than I otherwise would. That doesn't sound like it's gonna do it. No. Breach? Breach. Five enemies, 2 doors. I guess the Gale grenade wasn't even possible because I only had 1 of them. Let a single teammate perform 2 actions in 1 turn. Throw out an enemy to give them 1 extra action. Sounds doable then. Defeat all enemies by the end of turn 1. Sounds tricky. What's the plan? Let's breach here. mana there, so... Let's just do that off the bat. Over that way. Sealed door. Down goes you. Breaching in. Can I use this on myself? No. And I can't now use it through the wall. But that's interesting. You're in cover. I can come back for the confidence later. This seems fine. Have the team use 10 different abilities in one turn. Sure. I guess that's an achievement. One door, 3 enemies. Chain does nothing, unfortunately. Not from here. If I move there... Better. May as well lob that over there. Sealed door. Well, I can keep giving you more actions. Not gonna do a whole lot though. Okay, I think instead let's do... Let's get a -1 health. This is fine. Do that. Do that from back over here, then move. Seal door. Efficient! Nice. Where are you going? Both these overpasses lead to the next building. We can do it in tandem. Okay, but you get shot the moment you walk through that door. Oh. Good note. Let me breach first. I can take care of it from my side. "11 enemies, 1 door. Laptop is over there. Cause predictive bolt to fire before the 4C phase. I've done that once already, so that should be fine. Defenestrate 3 hostiles in one turn. Seems trickier. Breach! Out you go. If I predict here... and breach... Ha ha ha! I shoot as soon as the door opens. And I can just run on through. Can I throw this all the way across? I could, but it won't actually do any much help because I can't move again. So it's fine. I'm to be standing by the door to breach it, not in front of the door. Could I stand on this side too? Stand. No, it has to be on the indicated position. One at a time. That'll do. Next position. Away you go. And on this side of the room... Yeah, you're gonna come at me. Which is very much not good. I may just need to wait. Or... let's just wait. Do I have an angle from here? No. Blast your back, though. Ooh, that works very well. I go back. Predict that. Then blast here. Yeah, it changes your incoming direction. Or I can just... you know... I can just... and then I can just... Works out fine. Reach there. Can I chain all the way over here? I can. Looks good. I've already used my move, though. So, I'm afraid... this guy... Sharpshooter down. I can't quite make it to the door, which is annoying. Door shut! Seven turns doesn't feel great. But it's done. Found Banks. She was between Jubba and Hiddlesbottom, logically. We've all found ourselves there. It says her blood sample's in Fridge 5, room 304. So, one floor up. Great. Let's go. You brought the new bones? I don't leave the house without 6 to 20 new bones. Okay, so where is she? She is... about 100 meters east. Did you perform the spell 100 times too small? Nope, she's in the next building. And what's that? Controlled substances, I think. Why would they break her out of one police station just to take her to another? I don't know. Want to go find out? After I realign some time crystals, sure. Steve, you're sure this is every gram of blue you have? Yep. Every seizure in the DSR ends up here. Alright, Bori, light it up. All will burn! In very mild fire. It is not mild fire. That's a total misnomer. I should not have to take this from a traffic cop. I'm a traffic warlock, and you're a failed arsonist. I'd like to see you untangle the M6 Spaghetti Junction with some lukewarm flames. Lukewarm? Much as I'd love to hear where this clash of intellectual titans goes, we have a ride to catch. Steve, stick around to make sure your cop pals don't put this out. Bori, bring Banks. Well, that exchange raised a lot more questions than it answered. It's Live Team Burning Manor. Why? He sniffs. Not for the smell, I'm guessing. Why did the Rushwater PD even have this much mana? The street value of this must be billions. They're supposed to destroy it all at the end of every month. Maybe Defense told them to. I've heard of states stockpiling it on QT. No one has a military use for it yet, but they're all scared someone's gonna find one. That was that fire guy I was telling you about. Oh, right. I do remember him now. So when I said fire guy earlier, you didn't think of the guy you know who's permanently on fire. You meet a lot of colourful characters in this line of work. Aren't you unemployed? That's what I mean. So who is he? Bori Kesh, the less lethal pyromancer. How does that work? I think his flames are, like, quite hot, but not fire hot, you know? Like, you can't go on about your day, but it's more of an aloe vera situation than an impromptu premeditation. You look like you want to ask something. Who's the guy in the day-glow robe? Ugh, that's Steve. Steve Clark, Traffic Warlock. I keep running into him on my cases, and I always forget what a slimy prick he truly is. Wow, Jen. Shit. Can we take him? Probably not, but I've been itching to try. I've heard worse battle cries. Well, hello there. Crush Hour sends forth a spectral motorcade of Ghost Riders that hits everyone in the red zone, then returns to the underworld, pending traffic conditions on the 7th Circle junction. You try unjamming the G30 Spaghetti Junction without resorting to death magic, then we'll talk about who's losing perspective. Carol. 2 armor, 6 health, 2 damage, 1 knockback. And a very, very wide attack radius. Defenestrate him. Finish with all team members at full health. Well, he's a bit of a distance away from the windows. Let's run around this way. One bump damage. Grab that. If I do that again, it just bumps you into the thing. That's not terribly helpful. Though I could... That just bumps you into the wall. Also not terribly helpful. Alright, let's just use our one action. Back 1 square. I don't want to move him too far over anyway, because that moves his attack radius, and then Zan will be in range, which isn't great. So let's just stick with that, shall we? Well, isn't that something? Why are you on their side? Okay. Ha! Out you go. Goodbye. Let's put me there, so I can grab that. Take cover. Now, meanwhile... yeah. Let's throw that over here. Take down you. Into cover. You run over here, seal that door. Take down. Can't make it all the way over there, unfortunately. But this will work lovely and well. Goodbye. There's a door over here I kind of forgot about as well. Oh, good. Right, well... Again, I'm gonna have trouble getting to that door. That's a shame. So... this will probably do the trick. Loads of mana. Move over here, that should be far out of range. And I can grab the door next turn. Or I can do that. And grab the door this turn. Time boost there. Chain bolt there. Down you go. Four turns, both confidence objectives complete. Seems good. Happy with that one. Points! One perk refund available. Ooh, +1 use per encounter. I guess I can just take it on and off freely then. So we got 1+ use encounter. Refreshes the move of any friendly targets caught in the blast. If thrown directly onto an enemy, 2 damage. I think the plus use per encounter sounds good. I didn't really use point blank at all, so... sure. +1 damage. Could be useful. Once per turn, when a teammate uses their standard attack, take a free shot at that target. Ooh. If this shot knocks someone out, it can be used again this turn. The shot fires on your turn, 1 mana. These all look really good again. Supportive fire seems pretty great. May just do that too. And it has a rank 2. Can trigger infinite times per turn. Let's roll with that. Confidence 4! Act 2, Extraction. I got all of Zan's confidence targets and only one of Jen's. Well, let's simply move on for now. Didn't like that guy. Right, Steve was always an ass, but he's never actively thrown a ghost car at me before. Mulo. When we get back, can you try again to find out where they took Banks? Oh, no need. Blood's trying updates in real time for up to 36 hours. That's impressive. Can't beat Blood for utility hexes. Where's she now? North by 80 kilometers already? Is that possible? Is she moving? Give me a sec. Yes, extremely yes. Like 400 meters since you asked? They've got a chopper. Of course they've got a chopper. Man, chasing a multi-billion dollars Man, chasing a multi-billion dollar PMC's best operatives by public transport is surprisingly hard. Where do you think they're headed? Liberally. Reactor's a black site west of Aldo, nice quiet place where they can do what they want to prisoners like Banks. And I guess we're going to Liberally. Yeah. In like 14 hours when the next ferry leaves. Can we stay at your ma's place tonight? Yeah, she'd love that. She should be back from bingo by now, actually. The tea, we found it. Oh lordy, you didn't tell me we were having company, Zan. I would have cleaned. God, what must you think, Duck, that I live in filth? Actually, I think it's lovely, Miss Veska. This is Jen. Do you remember I mentioned her? You know that I don't remember my own name half the time, Duck. Lovely to meet you, though, Jen. Can I get you a brandy? Or something stronger? Nice to meet you, too. Oh, please, call me Benna. Now, how long will you kids be staying? Just the night, if that's okay, ma'am. Of course, love. Stay as long as you like. Where are you off to tomorrow? Liberally. Oh, how wonderful. Well, you best take Jen to the Naval Museum in Aldo. You remember where I used to take you on your birthday? She'd love it, Zan. We're there to stop a team of Black Ops wizards torturing a hostage and starting World War V, ma. I'm not sure there'll be time for the museum. Oh, it's such a lovely country, Jen, not like here. Didn't you and Dad flee for your lives because a farmer corp tried to kill him for whistleblowing? Well, every country has its problems, Duck. Have you been, Jen? I have. Actually, it's where Zan and I met, where I did my mandatory tour. Oh, so you know, lovely. I suspect he's told you his origin story. That's not what we call it, Ma. And I'm sure she doesn't want to... Oh, I absolutely want to hear your origin story. Oh god. Don't we have a map to update? I saw your map. It's lovely to see you doing crafts again, Duck. I'm glad someone's finally using those wretched thumbtacks. I bought that box in 1943 and I've scarcely made a dent. What's it about? I offered to help with the organising side of things. I had a system. I just never got around to making the system. Ah, you've got your father's spirit, Zan. Oh, that's sweet. No, he had a terrible spirit. Just a shit spirit. Ah. Well, I'm sorry, but that man would give up on anything. I once saw him give up on a spoon. Slipped out of his hand and he just left it there. Ate pudding with his fingers. Flimsy soul, too. Right, let's get Liv's team on here. And the mana stockpile. Whoa. The map is larger than I thought it was. Zan, you're totally gonna have to take this one, because I'm honestly still not sure I understand this guy's deal. Fine. His talent creates a magical fire that never gets above a certain temperature, so it won't incinerate you, you just pass out from heat stroke. Given that, it's a little weird that he joined a team that's been killing people all over the globe, but here we are. Steve Clark. Smarmy prick who can, I guess, summon phantasmical apparitions of long-dead highway traffic that hurt a lot if they hit you. He was always the department's darling, but now he seems to be working with the team who just hit Rushwater PD. I don't think the station knows it yet. It is killing me that I wasn't about to rat him out to his fan club. The mana stockpile. Unlocking your craft tends to happen when a life-threatening situation brings it out of you. If you're not willing to wait for one, why not create it yourself? 10 grams of street mana in a shot of absinthe is a simple, wildly expensive recipe for a huge risk of brain damage or death. Beryllium calcite activates the craft center of the brain, and some people unlock a temporary power while the high lasts. It's not permanent though, and when you don't know what your power is, there's a whole range of ways to die finding out. Cut it with MDMA or acid and you've got street mana. It's a misnomer. The few who can get hold of beryllium sell it to trust fund kids at mansion pool parties, or money men by private career. Millionaires who think they're invincible, mad that there's a type of power they don't have yet. The stockpile at Stonecliff must be years of sieges. Why didn't they destroy it? More to the point, why did it live? And there's the black site. Stonecliff lockup. I was hoping we'll be able to waltz into the Stonecliff lockup before they heard what went down at Rushwater, but no such luck. I managed to get the blood sample they took of Banks when they booked her, though, so I can track her with a scrying spell. We didn't have to lug far. She was in the next building, still with the team who took her. They were there to burn an alarmingly large stockpile of confiscated mana. Why, though? And Zanzibar was good enough to put us up while we figure out our next move, and her place is off the map. It was. It's on the map now. Reactor Black Site, somewhere around here. Taken 2. Zip. Hey, that all makes sense to me. Nice map. You're out of brandy, so I made tea. Do you really want the story? It's longish. Of course. Oh, you'll love this, Jen. Building it up isn't helpful, man. Okay, so this was Ryazi 78. We're on escort duty for this RNS diplomat. And our APC driver, Valdini, she's hearing a noise she didn't like from our chassis. We pull over, and of course, as the FNG, she sends me under there to check. I find 3 kilos of plastic, coloured wires, blinking red light, the works. I don't know if I have seconds or minutes before it blows. I don't even have wire cutters. All I can think of is to rip the wires out all at once. But as soon as I think it, there's this flash of pain, so sharp I think it's blown already. But it's still there. So I think about just ripping out the green wire, and flash, it hits me again. When I think about ripping out the blue wire, though, nothing. I just see myself doing it, clear as day. So I do it. Red light goes off. And I just collapse. And that's it, that's how I unlocked. Adrenaline, delirium, and a desperate need to do exactly what it turns out I can do. So, did they put you on bomb defusal after that? No, it turns out most bombs blow whichever wire you cut. Once I could foresee without passing out, the brass put me through a craft training program to help control it, then fast-tracked me to Special Forces. That's where I met Liv. Who was trying to blow you up? The bomb was a merc job, but this wasn't Razy in the 70s. There's no way Chapel money wasn't behind it. What did Valdini say? Her reaction focused very much on being right about the dragging noise, and much less on the discovery that I could see through time. Good story. I don't know where he gets it, Jen. Not a magical bone in my body, nor your father. Especially not your father. It'd suck the magic right out of anything. It's not hereditary, Matt. But you might have something. You've just never been in a life or death situation that required it. Well, it's certainly not shut your father up about the quickest route to downtown after 5 PM. That came up all you like, and I thought my life was over every time. But we get some rest. First trade to Libelese, 7 AM.